Hello. Today we'll be examining why some countries experience sustained long-run economic growth while others face stagnation or slower progress. We'll be comparing Japan, a country that has seen consistent growth, and Brazil, a large economy that struggles with some key challenges. Let's break it down. To understand the reasons behind different long-run growth rates, we need to look at several factors: education, institutions, infrastructure, and innovation. While Japan has grown steadily over the decades, Brazil's performance has been more volatile. Let's take a closer look at these two countries and see how these factors played a role. So, what exactly do I mean by long run economic growth? In simple terms, this, this refers to a sustained increase in a country's output over a long period. It's not just about short term economic booms, it's about maintaining that growth over many decades. Factors like productivity improvements, technological advances, and structural changes in the economy are all key drivers. There are several key ingredients for a long run growth, but the most important ones are education, institutions, infrastructure, and innovation. Let's break down each one briefly. Starting with Japan, a prime example of how long run growth can be achieved through strategic investments in education, institutions, and infrastructure. After World War II, Japan was devastated. Yet, over the next few decades, Japan's economy grew at an extraordinary rate. Why? Well, first, Japan heavily invested in education, creating a highly skilled workforce that could drive technological innovation. Their focus on institutions, stability, the rule of law, and industrial policy also played a major role. And of course, their investment in infrastructure, from roads to factories, was massive. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. Japan's growth is often attributed to post-war economic reforms, which included opening up a foreign trade and investing in key industries. Japan's education system prioritized technological skills and industrial engineering, which helped the country become a manufacturing hub. Additionally, Japan's institutions provided a stable foundation for economic development. For example, Japan's government played an active role in guiding industries, providing incentives for innovation, and investing long-term growth projects. Now, let's look at Brazil, a country with significant resources and a large population, but that has struggled to maintain consistent long-term growth. Despite being the largest economy in South America, Brazil has faced several hurdles. One of the biggest barriers to Brazil's growth has been political instability and corruption. These weak institutions often discourage investment and hinder development. The country also faces educational challenges, with a large portion of the population lacking access to quality education and skill building opportunities. To make matters worse, Brazil's political instability has led to a cycle of economic boom and bust. While there are periods of growth, like during the 2000s, the country struggles with inflation, corruption, and inconsistent governance. Education in Brazil also remains a challenge. Although there are many universities and research institutions, Brazil still faces significant inequality in education, especially in rural areas. This hampers the development of a highly skilled workforce that can drive the country forward. Now let's compare the two. Japan's success is rooted in strong institutions, a focus on education, and massive investments in infrastructure and technology. Brazil, on the other hand, faces challenges with weak institutions, limited educational opportunities, and infrastructure bottlenecks. Both institution and education play huge roles in determining long-run growth. Japan's strong legal system, stable political environment, and focus on education laid the foundation for sustained growth.